Hi, hi everyone. Good morning. In this brief, you will see how an integrated model of engineering leadership can be implemented in the field of healthcare engineering, namely in artificial intelligence assisted diagnostic systems. In the process of engineering leadership, in this case, a delicate balance must be found between technical performance, patient safety, and ethical considerations and efficiency. An integrated model is introduced based on five key engineering leadership areas which are examined throughout the course. So, the process and the responsibilities of the engineering leaderships is the focal point of a model. The engineering leadership develops a vision of their work consistent with the results and aims of patients' care and also the organizational processes. So, as mentioned by Northhouse, which in 2021, leadership purpose serves as an instrument of direction and coordination. The absence of such leads to fragmentation in engineering activities, resulting in reduced efficiency and also care quality. So, in addition to this, mm, leaders should employ systems thinking as a tool, enabling them to recognize the independencies between the technology, clinical work, and also with the human factors. By using the causal loop reasoning, leaders can predict the outcome and deal with complex situations more efficiently, such as Senjit 2006. So, failing to utilize um, failing to utilize the system thinking in the healthcare engineering, leaders will fail to achieve proper integration of artificial intelligence into their operations. So thirdly, the leaders should allocate their time properly while setting their priorities in order to balance between daily operations, innovative changes, and improvements to the systems in the question. And engineering leaders should learn to manage their time in an efficient, effective way. So, as a Covey in 1989, it explains, if not managed properly, time can easily distract leaders from what needs to be done and hinder their operations. So, finally, engineering leaders have to promote collaborative and effective learning in their teams. So, the point here is that is complex environments, the knowledge is spread among various people and also with the departments. So, thus, the leaders should encourage the process of information sharing in order to boost innovations and also effectiveness in resolving problems. So this idea corresponds to the notion of a learning organization described by Senjay 2006, and the final element to be discussed is ethical responsibilities, awareness of AI, and also in evidence-based decision making. And engineering leaders have to ensure the transparency, bias-free nature, and compliance with the ethical standards of the developed AI systems. So the use of evidence-based leadership makes sure that all the decisions are made on the basis of factual information and also the verified results. So it decreases the level of uncertainty and also helps to make decisions of high quality. So otherwise, there will be a chances of ethical misconduct, legal issues, and also with the loss of credibility with stakeholders. So all of the components mentioned above depend on each other, and also it forms a system interconnected activities performed within the continuous feedback loops. So leadership purpose direct system designs, and system thinking defines priorities, and also proper time allocations fosters collaborations with teams, and ethical awareness improves team learning, and also the evidence-based decision making confirms that the right leadership directions. So this kind of cyclicity is necessary to cope with complexities. So here the chosen leadership practice related to these components includes a structural process of decision checkups in terms of AI projects. So it is aimed at the introduction of certain stages in decision making, which implies considering their implications, ethics, and also evidences. Mm, so, the significance of such a process stems from the fact that it helps to mitigate risks and promote accountabilities and also aligns decisions with the organizational objectives. As a result of this inclusion of the aforementioned structure within the decision making process, so it will be the managers are able to develop an organized manner of innovating without compromising on patient safety. So to conclude, like effective engineering management in healthcare, which involves not only the integration of the purpose, system thinking, prioritization, collaboration, ethical considerations, and evidence based reasoning, but also their coordination as a single entity. So, the use of the decision checkpoints is an example of how one can apply the model described above. So here the significance of such process stems from the fact that it helps to mitigate risk, promotes accountabilities, and also align decisions between organizational objects. As a result, mm, like I would say like the inclusion of the aforementioned structure within the decision making process, managers are able to develop an organized manner of innovative without compromising on patient safety. So, to conclude, I would say like effective engineering management is a healthcare involves where not only the integration of the purpose, system thinking, prioritization, and collaborations, ethical considerations, and evidence based reasoning, but also their coordination as a single entity. So, the use of this decision checkpoints in is an example of how one can apply the model described above. So this is all about um, the today's AI assignment. So I hope this helps for the patient safety and everything. So yeah, and this is Pallavi Karri, and thank you so much for your time and the patience, and thanks to the professor. Thanks again. Hope my project works effectively for the future. Thank you.